Diablo IV is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and players are eagerly waiting for its release on June 6 of 2023. But before its official launch, players can have an intimate exploration of the early game during both the open beta and early access weekends. However, not everyone can play each beta session for free, and in this video, I'm going to provide you with all the details regarding the open beta and early access weekends of Diablo IV. Now let's get to the important details. There are two beta play sessions that will allow players to test the game prior to its launch date on June 6th. The first is the Early Access to Beta session, which requires you to pre-purchase the game in order to play. The second is the Open Beta session, which is free for everyone to play. The Open Beta will begin on March 24th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time and will conclude on March 27th at 12 p.m. Pacific Time. For those who want to play even earlier, the Early Access to the Open Beta will allow you to play a week earlier prior to the Open Beta. However, this requires you to have pre-ordered or purchased Diablo IV. It doesn't matter which version of the game you have purchased, whether it's the Standard Edition, Digital Deluxe Edition, or the Ultimate Edition, you will gain early access to the Open Beta in return, allowing you to play. The early access to the open beta will begin on March 17th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time and will run until March 20th, concluding at 12 p.m. Pacific Time. All this information that I'm about to explain to you has been officially stated and released from Blizzard themselves, and I am here to explain to you what to expect in this beta playthrough. So, what can you expect when you play Diablo IV for the first time in open beta? During both the open beta and early access weekends, players will be able to explore the early game of Diablo IV, which includes a first taste of the campaign via the prologue and the entirety of Act Number 1. The first zone where you can explore the treacherous, demon-infested landscape is called Fractured Peaks, and you're going to be able to navigate around this area as you wish. While playing in the open beta and early access weekends, the character level cap is only level 25, but that does not limit you from playing with the character, as you can still continue to play the game and fight demons. You'll be able to experience dungeons, accept and complete quests from NPCs, and gather and collect loot from enemies in which you destroy. What classes can we play, you ask? Well, during the early access weekend prior to the open beta, players will have access to 3 classes, which include the Barbarian, the Rogue, and the Sorcerer. Once the open beta weekend comes around, we will be able to play with the Druid and the Necromancer, in addition to the original 3 other classes. Progress will transfer from early access to open beta weekends, but once the beta ends, our progress and characters will be wiped and deleted. So whatever progress you have made during this time, say bye-bye, because you will start fresh once the official game releases. In Diablo IV, there will be multiplayer with up to 4 friends and also couch co-op. With couch co-op, you can enlist a second player to play with. During early access, to play couch co-op, only one player will be required to have official access to the beta, and the second player will only need to have their Battle.net and console-specific accounts linked together. When it comes to playing online with multiple people or 4-player co-op, in order to play this way during the early access weekend, all players, not including those playing couch co-op, will be required to have official access to the experience. So what can you do in the beta? After completing the prologue, the Fractured Plains will be yours to explore as you wish. Blizzard states that there's much to experience in this small area. It goes on to say that there will be activities such as safe zones where you can repair and purchase gear, upgrade health potions, and access your player stash, and much more. They state to think of this area as your base of operations between excursions. While you are playing, you want to look out for main questline markers on your map to begin your pursuit of Lilith. Additionally, there are numerous side quests to embark on, and if you find yourself slaying demons near the town of Nevesk, check out the Woodsman of Nevesk side quests in one of the nearby altars of Lilith. These altars are spread throughout Sanctuary, and finding them provides a permanent boost to the core stats of all characters on the internal realm. You may come across World and Legion events. World events are small experiences that arise at random within the zone and may require you to do things such as escorting a lost soul to its loved one or satiate the hunger of bloodthirsty obelisks. World events can usually be completed within a couple of minutes and are completely optional, but if you complete them, they always provide a reward for you. Blizzard states that there are many world events for you to discover during the open beta and to try completing them with other players throughout your experience. For Legion events, these are events that are longer and meant to challenge you. These events will usually be marked on your map, but sometimes are only revealed to you after conquering a stronghold. With Legion events, be prepared to overcome hordes of demons before entering these events, and taking these events on with aid from other players can also be helpful and rewarding. These events will reward you, are optional, and can be completed more than once. Blizzard states, dungeons are a cornerstone of the Diablo universe. Diablo IV and this open beta has no shortage of them to explore. Dungeons and their recommended level to complete are displayed on your map, and these are instances that are more narrow and dense and a great place to put your skills to the test. You will be able to find loot and useful gear in these dungeons to help prepare you for what's to come. In this beta, you will have the opportunity to fight Ashava, which is one of the bosses that is a gargantuan plague bearer with 2 massive forearm blades and the ability to coat the ground in a vicious poison. They state to come prepared for an intense fight and to recruit your friends and other players to pursue the ultimate glory of conquering her. Once and if Ashava is defeated, you can get a very sizable loot drop, but make sure you know when to fight her, because the opportunity to fight Ashava during the open beta and early access weekends will be on specific days at specific times. The days you'll be able to fight Ashava are March 18th and the 25th at 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 10 p.m., and midnight Pacific time. As you play Diablo IV during the open beta and early access weekends, you'll be able to collect all 3 open beta rewards. Players who unlock these rewards will receive them once Diablo IV launches. You're going to be able to unlock the initial casualty title, which is earned by reaching Kyle Vashad with 1 character, and the early Voyager title and beta Wolfpack cosmetic item by reaching level 20 on one of your characters. In conclusion, the open beta and early access weekends for Diablo IV are a great way for players to explore the early game of Diablo IV and get a taste of what's to come. In addition, players can rally with friends and other players to tackle the challenging boss fight against Ashava and earn unique rewards along the way. But that's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, as it does help me out a lot. I hope everybody enjoys the beta for Diablo IV. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks again, and have a great day.